Liverpool versus
Everybody.
yeah. So that's that 3-1 deja vu. Sevilla. I think I think what hurts the most is that I think the defense played an amazing game. I mean, there were some moments there where guys were just doing really, really good things, shutting guys off. Arguably their best player, Ronaldo, wasn't a factor. But Bale was one of those guys who you thought that if he was part of the game, he could be dangerous. Go ahead, man. Tell me what you want to say.
Um, yeah, it's a really disappointing game, and we played so well, but we couldn't just make the goals. Um,
Yeah, listen, it's sad when you play defense that well, and then um, you Madrid is bailed out. But let's be honest, the keeper and no, I've been rooting on the keeper for a while because I thought once he got the chance from Klopp that he's done really well. But this is going to be a major blow to his confidence moving forward. That might be bye bye for Karius. I mean, do you agree? You don't think that's bye bye for him? Really? Okay. Yeah, I just and I don't even want to be harsh. Look, all on social media, all it is about Karius and how awful he is, massive L, and people are gonna go try to burn his house down. I get all that. Um, but this is who we wanted. I mean, I think if you at the end of the day, no one really wanted Mignolet, so everybody has a good game except Karius, of course. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, the goal from Bale, the scissor kick, whatever you want to call it, bicycle kick, whatever it's called, you can't knock that. But then the other two goals, pretty much single handedly from Karius, that's really bad. That's really bad. I mean, it's not like a 2-1 loss or a 3-1 would be better than a 3-1 loss necessarily. It's still a loss. Uh, but it just shows that he's had a I think he conceded a goal like that early in the season where it hits his hand and goes right in. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Screw Fakir. Okay, I'm not going. I'm not. Listen, I'm already feeling a certain way that we lost. I don't know what screw Fakir means, man, but I'm not even going to feed into that. It's tough. It's a tough one to take, man. It really is. 'Cause again, I think we did really, really good. Besides, like my man said, we weren't able to really penetrate them, and it's unfortunate that it goes back to feeling like, I hate to admit this, but it feels like if no Salah, then we can't really be as effective. You know what I mean? It feels like we can't be effective. And I thought Monty had an amazing game. The second shot he had almost get a brace, hits the post. If there's a bit more curve on that, that's 3-2 or 2-2 or whatever. Um, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I thought the guys really ran their behinds off and gave 100% effort. Um, but the keeper let us down tonight. That's what it came down to. The keeper let us down, and that's going to be a story, unfortunately, for him and his young career, and unfortunately, just the tail of the tape. All those people traveling out to Kiev, going back, and that long journey after a win is something different than going back after a loss like that. I mean, Karras is going to be crucified, like I said in the thumbnail, and oh, Lovren, what a game! Lovren had an amazing game. That's the thing. Everybody played, well, especially defensively. Especially defensively. Again, the bicycle kick is a bicycle kick. That's a prayer. You know what I mean? Like that's just no one saw that coming. You know what I mean? But give credit to Real Madrid. Give credit to Zidane. And I said this before on Twitter. I was DMing someone, and I said even Zidane admitted that he's not really a tactician when it comes to coaching. But as far as in-game management, he knows when to bring people on, when to change things. I think that was Isco he took off, put Bale on, and boom. Or was it Benzema? Whoever it was. Bale came on and saved the day for them. Again, their best player was ineffective. All he was doing was dancing. It was dancing with the stars with him all day. He was just you know just dancing all over the pitch. Every time he got the ball, he didn't look like he wanted to really be threatening at all. He was just dancing with the ball. But that shows the what they have at Real Madrid. That's it now. Kerry is done for me. Never forgiven him for that. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna knock anybody for having that feeling. I definitely feel you. It's a tough one to take, and for him to allow that third goal in. I mean, the first goal, the first goal they had, which was offsides, I was almost lost myself. I almost had a heart attack. Glad that was offsides. So then the second goal they get, Karius could have simply just passed the ball out and give credit again to Benzema, for staying up there, pressing him, and getting it off his foot. I mean, that's just a bad. That's a bad one to take. That's a bad one to take, man. And again, it's one of those games that it reminds you of these games that Real Madrid has had with Bayern, where not as an excuse not to be bitter, not to be salty, but they just weren't the better team. But they got the chances, they took their chances, and they took advantage of the mistakes that the other team made. We made mistakes today and key points. They took advantage of that. They deserve winners. I mean, you could talk about what you want about the. There was a handball there. Casemiro, blatant handball, made himself big, blocked the ball. That should have been a handball, but it wasn't. You can talk about the tackle of Ramos, the straight up, rugby tackle. That wasn't called. At the end of the day, though, it came down to what everyone knows, and that's being clinical when you got it and not making mistakes, not letting Real Madrid hang around, stay around and take advantage of your mistakes, and they did that. So the midfields were the difference. I don't agree with that. I mean, that first half we picked them apart all day. So that's, I mean, we just we didn't make enough chances for ourselves in the final third. As simple as that. Now, whether that had to do with Salah being going out early or not, we didn't make ourselves big enough in those moments that you need in that final third. You all right? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, Liverpool. We should have just made our chances and karius. If he had, if so, let's so even when that goal did go in, when that guy just blocked, when that guy just hit off his foot, when Bale shot it from that angle, he should have just hit it away like
well,
that.
That's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of things he could have get. I don't know if he was. I think with Karius, he gets, and it's not an excuse for him. Salah, where we've won that game. Seems like Klopp approached the game differently. In what way? Y'all making statements, but tell me what you mean by that. You said he approached it differently in what way? So back to your point, Karius, yeah, it seems like in those kind of moments from distance, because he's let goes in like that before this season. It's like he's in between whether he should grab it, swat it away, punch it, but you can't have that. Now listen, at that point in the game, we had run all day. Our legs were gone. Can't blame that on Klopp for me. Yeah, I don't agree with the Klopp thing, bro. I told you, Karius is not good. Not first time. Yep. Well, man, so unlucky. Yeah, I can't really come to the it hurts right now, like everyone else. I'm hurting right now, and I'm trying to make sense of the whole game. And yes, Karius had a terrible 2 moments. Yeah, Judge, he was definitely weak today. He was definitely weak today in the moments that we needed him, and that frustrates me. That really frustrates me. What did I say about Karius, bro? Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm not gonna go in on him. I'm just not. As much as I understand people doing it, I'm not gonna do it. I think he was an integral part, just like a lot of players on this team this season. And he has 2 horrendous moments. I mean, I'm not going to shy away from that. Scoot over just a little bit. I'm not going to shy away from that truth. He was horrendous in those 2 moments. Mainly the first one. About the approach, I'm not blaming him at all. Just saying, without the mistakes, seems like he is ready for a long game. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I do think you say that. I'm not gonna go after him, but Ramos cheat. We knew what it was doing, in my opinion. Yeah. We knew what he was doing. Ramos knew what he was doing, and it is what it is. But Bale was free with the first goal. Karius got bribed. Who's that? Matt? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm thinking, hold on. Like those 2 moments are just too fishy. Then again, it is Karius, so it's not that fishy or that surprising. It's just Karius, and he's prone to those kind of moments. And it's one of those ones where you like. Be careful what you wish for. Now, look, listen. I don't want to be too silly. If that's Mignolet, is it a different situation? I don't know. We'll never know. But again, I gotta commend the team today. I thought we played really well. Unfortunately, we just weren't able to be lethal enough in their box. We just weren't. We had some moments there Um, we didn't get it. Somewhat weirdly familiar, seeing feeling of sickness. Glad I stacked up on booze. Yeah, I got booze too, but I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna end up drinking too much. Listen. It's when your defense plays that well, a defense where no one really values or credits or even thinks is good. It is a tough loss. What's up, Mike? That's what really hurts because the defense stood up tall today. I mean, all four of them, from the fullbacks to the center backs, all of them played amazing. There's a situation where Robbo makes at the time seems like a game-saving tackle on Ronaldo, clears the ball out. I mean, they were up for the fight. Well, and I wasn't, and I thought that Ronaldo wouldn't really be affecting this game. I really did. I really did. That's why I was thinking it's really up to those other guys, Isco, Bale, Benzema, and Bale and Benzema came up. Isco had a chance that he probably makes 9 times out of 10. Missed that. That was fortunate for us at the time. Yeah, well, we know that, but it's hard to really say that. I mean, obviously we need upgrading, but today it wasn't about that. It was about two, really one. Again, that shot from Bale was at that time it looked like we were kind of tired and legs done anyway from running all day. But that's why the running early, it's only going to be effective if you get the goals early. If you get the goals early in that first 15, 20 minutes, the game is out of sight. We didn't get that, and so it was always going to be difficult. I commend the boys bringing bringing the game into halftime, still being 0-0. And then the second half, doing pretty good, and those fluke things occur. I'm not gonna call Bale's second goal or first goal fluke, but it's Salah injury and Karius miscues cost us. I'm sorry, man. I can't agree with people saying Salah's injury. That's a game we could have saw. We could have seen out. You can't. You're not a one man team, and maybe that's what people think about us, whether it's us fans or neutrals or fans of other teams. Maybe they think that. Maybe what they think has come true. Maybe this solidified or validated what they thought. I still don't. I refuse to agree with that. So look, listen. I'll be on his hangouts tonight. I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna hide. I'm gonna go on there, show myself, speak on it. At the end of the day, I'm proud of this team. We've come a long way. Oh my God, I've calmed down a little bit. Well, good. Yeah, I mean, listen, don't go on Twitter. If you're immune to that negativity, do not go on Twitter because there's going to be a lot of stuff on there that you're not going to want to see. So if you're not ready for that, just don't do it. Maybe just go take a nap, go to sleep, or whatever it is you can do to avoid that kind of stuff. But it's tough. But nah, don't you dare back Karius. But man, don't you? I'm not backing him. I'm not saying I'm back. I back all our players, but what I'm saying is, it's unfortunate that he did that, but this is what we chose. This is what Klopp and the team chose. So you have to go with that. He made two really bad errors. Do you bring Mignolet in after that first error where he passes it out into Benzema's feet? So if we're trusting Klopp, then we got to trust that through. Now you can knock him, as I thought I'd be. I'm happy. As fans, we have to take the pain. Meant to be. Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying, Christo. But you can't lie. Something has to be done with the. It's not about lying. I mean, we've talked about this in depth on this channel. If I know you've been around, Jewy. We've all said that we need a new goalkeeper. I've also said giving him a shot to start the new season. And I gotta be honest, I'm thinking twice about that. In a big game like that, you cannot afford to make those decisions, those errors. You just can't do it. No, I agree. And honestly, I will say, I never really thought he was good. He was amazing. I did think he was good enough, and I thought today was a game where Karius had to be good enough, if not better. He had to have his best game. He didn't. So I mean, he made a couple saves, and that was cool. But force Klopp to address. Yeah, I think he will. He's done now. I don't care how upset he is. He's lost us the final. Yeah, no, I get all that. Everyone who's saying things about Karius, I'm not against you. I'm not knocking you. I don't necessarily disagree with you. Easy, okay. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to take. That's obvious. It was a great journey. Yeah. All the hate he deserved. All the hate he gets deserved. Salah was our outball. Yeah, no, no. Listen, I mean, losing Salah was not an ideal thing, and I definitely it wasn't something that I would have preferred, obviously, but I'm not blaming the loss on that. Firmino wasn't as effective. Firmino wasn't effective. He wasn't. I think Mane was the man of the match. Um,
So do I.
said easy 3 times in a row. Cool. Yeah, no, it definitely the score makes it look like it was easy. The score makes it look like it was easy. But whoever that guy is saying that, that wasn't easy, man. That was about us, not being
Vatrix.
a la Madrid. Let him get it, man. They won. He deserves it. Firmino had an awful game. I thought Mane was a soldier. Mane was a soldier. I thought he was really really good today, and I said that coming in. I thought Mane would have a really good game. It's really tough that he didn't get that second opportunity that went slightly wide. I thought their keeper was there for the taking, and we just didn't press him enough. Unfortunately, we had the moments. I mean, first half, all I kept saying was we're playing good, pressing the ball, getting. I think we could have turned the press up a bit, another notch, but Mane first African to score in Champions League final. Is that right? Wow. Without Salah, I thought we won the world. Yeah, I mean it was there to take. It really was, and even if you just parlay that to a 1-1 and go into extra time, you never know what can happen. I'm glad somebody brought that up because that's true as well. The dark arts. Nobody's crying, bro. Nobody's crying. Whoever this Vatrix, Vactix, whatever your name is, nobody's crying, man. It's a game. I'm living a life. I got real things I'm dealing with over here. So Mildred is the best. That's debatable. I mean, they won the game. That's great. Mane first African to score. Yeah, somebody said that Drogba. So Drogba scored in the final. Yeah, no, but that's cool. I mean, the Madrid fans, rub it in, be happy. You should. You got 3 in a row. That's a good thing to celebrate. Yeah, that's why you said Salah. I'm thinking, that sounds a little Eto. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. Win a trophy at piss off in 1926. Um, so it is what it is, man. I think the moral of the story for me, and the main thing that I got from this was that, like Bayern, like Juventus, like Tottenham, um, on the bright side, our fullbacks are legit. Yeah, 2012 is that um, one we didn't make enough chances, and the chances we did, we weren't clinical enough. Sadio, big up to Lovren getting the assist to Sadio there on that set piece. But it seemed like a game where that was where our goals, our best chances were going to come from, set pieces. That's why every set piece for me, I was kind of on hands and knees, like, man, we got to get this because it seems like this might be the only thing we can get from him. But also just allowing them and making mistakes. When you play against Real Madrid, they don't have to have an amazing performance. They can hang around, and if you give them just a smidgen of hope, a smidgen of space, they'll take it. And again, it's not even about Ronaldo. They got other guys that will step up if need be, and just be there, just be there. Bell comes on, pretty much that performance he had pretty much said, man, they should have started me. That's what that performance said. The bicycle kick, the kick from distance. The moment he came on, he changed the game. The moment he came on, he changed the game, and that's what it came down to. Why? I mean, I wouldn't call it allow it. You're on the comment section, so you can say what you want. But yeah, I mean, it's that's what it came down to. Yeah, Ronaldo is definitely deteriorating. I mean, he's all about dancing now. He's just moonwalking on the pitch. He's Drake in football boots, or I don't know, Usher or some other dancing dude in football boots. So we gotta dust ourselves off, and no one wants to hear this, but that's just the fact. We gotta dust ourselves off. Be thankful of the season that we had. We were spoiled this season. The amazing things Salah did and this team in general, getting all the way to the final. If Salah was on, we'd be winning. Yeah, maybe. We'll never know that. I don't really know if that's really factual or not. I mean, does anyone know exactly the time that he went off? Was it 30 minutes, 40? What was the exact or close enough to the exact time? Do you remember when he went off?
Before, like, rounded to the nearest 10 in like the 40.
30 minutes, he said. Okay.
40.
We need to sign a world class goalkeeper. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's really obvious and clear to say that at this point. 30. Yeah. Okay. Uh, and yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But at least now we'll know. I think we'll start to see some signings. Fakir is one of the guys. Maybe Donnarumma. We'll see. I don't know. Klopp is one of them dudes that he loves to, stay with certain guys. He loves to stay with them, and put the trust in them, and hope that they'll prove him wrong or prove us wrong or whatever. So we'll see. We need to continue building the team. I am proud of the progress. Yeah, me too. And that's good to see some of the positivity coming in. Yeah, yeah, no. Again, the people who are saying that we need a new keeper, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm not gonna disagree with you. Neither Karras or Mainlay are ideal. Yeah, I wanted to believe Karras was a guy who was on the come up. He's young. Sure, he's made some mistakes, but I thought, by and large, since Klopp has given him the number one, he's been much improved. Um, but today he made some really, really bad, polarizing mistakes, and that's just the facts. That's the truth. So, anyways, anything else you wanna add, man? No. Yeah. Tough day at the office. Yeah, 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 yeah. We gotta just keep fighting. All right, guys. I'll be on Half Hope HH later. I don't know what happened when Salah went off. We seen everybody saying it, and it's funny because a similar thing happened when Mane went off in the City game. It seemed like we kind of dropped, and that's an issue. And I think,
I
unfortunately, go ahead.
I think that Liverpool, the team that plays, they expect Salah and Mane to do everything, but when not everything, but when they come off, they're just I don't know what
Yeah,
to do
I
anymore.
mean, a lot of that. This is a game that Ox would have been great to have. It'd been nice to have Ox. Would have been nice to have a fully fit Lalana. It would have been nice to have a fully fit Emery. We didn't have that, and I was okay with that because I know this team is going to fight, and that I cannot say we didn't do. The team fought today, and I said that before the game. If we were to lose today, which we ended up doing, and by the score pretty bad, but if we ended up losing, if the team gave 110%, I can't be mad, and I think we did that. At least a 10 of the 11 did. And I don't mean to be harsh on carriers, but it's just the fact. So the team played really really hard, and I think yes, Klopp has to look at this and say, I got to get more. I got to get more. I got to get more because of these freak injuries and these situations. You can't account for that. You don't know what's going to happen. Performance overshadowed the team. It did. The carries performance or blunders of a performance really, really shines a really dim light on the team. I think today. Yeah, we should have scored more. Yeah, we could have had more goals. Um, but that should probably be extra time. If all things, without the blunders, that's extra time, and it's a toss up. Sure, Madrid might still win because they have a deeper bench, but you just never know. We only made two subs. One was a forced sub. Uh, I don't know. It's tough. That's a really really tough one to swallow, because we were in that game, and unfortunately it did seem like we dropped the level when Salah went out. But we can't have a team like that. We can't. It's not allowed. It shouldn't be allowed to have. Clout, let's just say that loud, a lot. It shouldn't be allowed to have a team. Mistakes. That's when you learn from. Yeah, I mean, you can't have a team that one guy goes down and everyone just lets off. You can't have that.
The only person that didn't let off is Mane.
Yeah, Monty was great today again. I mean,
But
trying to do everything, trying to work back, tracking back, getting the ball. But I don't want to make it seem like he stood out from anyone else. The thing with Karius is too he does attempt to save a goal. He always gives up. Yep. Even on the goal, and this is gonna seem too like kind of pile on ish and harsh, but even the bicycle kick, he goes and then he just moves his hands. It's like, what's that about? At least, listen, he probably didn't have a chance to get the ball. Can I get the cam? He probably didn't have a chance to get the ball, but still, to go for it and then pull back, it just doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Whether that was his intention or not, it doesn't look good. And so, I mean, what can we say?
here to say, but I don't mean to spoil your career. You keep on saying that uh, we had a good game, but that doesn't mean anything if we don't get a good result.
No, that's true.
But
what I'm trying to get forward, what I'm trying to say is that yes, we didn't win, but it wasn't because we didn't play hard. It wasn't that we didn't try. It wasn't that there weren't some good performances out there. It really came down to that. Again, I keep saying I find it sound like a broken record. It came down to that one mistake from karius. You know, in a game like that, against a team like that, with all the dark arts and all the stuff that they take part in, not that you have to be perfect, but you can't make mistakes like that. They're gonna be mistakes, but mistakes like that are just bad. We played well. Madrid played poor. The game came down to Ramos' here. Yeah, I mean you Ramos. I don't know about
who's
Ramos.
Ramos?
Ramos is the guy who tackled Salah and injured him. But yeah, I mean, so that's my point. I'm glad you asked that question. That's a good question. It shows that you're very um, into what's being said and what's going on. But so does that make sense to you though? Like,
Yeah.
because you're right. It doesn't really matter if we didn't win it. But I guess my point is, I'm happy to see that we played really well as a team, um, and we had a letdown by an important player in a game, especially when it comes to goals being scored and conceded. So it's tough. You know, today it wasn't about Lovren. Yeah, Lovren had one or two situations where you're thinking, "What are you doing?" Clear the other way, whatever. But by and large, that defense was good. You know, and they had their moments before the first half was over, and they had a lot of press on us at the end where it really did seem as though we had a letdown and we didn't really have as much optimism as at least I did or some of the fans did. Because every moment in that game until the 3-1, I thought, I was telling y'all, I'm like, y'all looking sad, but we can still win this. Yeah, we'll charge up, add some more players, get rid of some players, and we'll be better for it. These situations don't come around a lot, though. That's the thing. But we've done it before. We've gone back to back, gotten to the finals, and so it's definitely something we can do. Will we do it? We'll see. But guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday if you can. Shout out to Fulham. Fulham's up in the Premier League. Experience will make us stronger. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. That's the way I'm thinking. Football is brutal, man. Karius proved a lot of people right. Unfortunately, he did, and that's a very good point because I think there's a lot of people. I can't wait to see what Drifty says on his channel.
Who's Drifty?
You know who he is. I'll show you off when we're done with this, but I can't wait to hear what he says. But listen, there's gonna be a lot of livid people tonight because of you don't want to lose that way. You want to lose where you can see us giving a real fight for it, and even HH talked about it. He doesn't want a game where it's going to be down to the refs, which it was. I thought the ref by and large was pretty good. There were some calls that they should have made. They were really good on offsides today, but the handball, maybe at least a card on the Ramos tackle. That's fast time. You can't really tell. I get it. And slow mo, you can see that he really was. It appeared that he knew what he was doing. Not that he was trying to break his arm or dislocate his shoulder, but it was more than just a regular tackle. When you lock in and hold that lock, I mean that's more. If anything, you get a lock and then you try to get away from it, but you don't hold a lock anyway. Um, and we didn't want a game that would come down to these kind of silly things. You wanted a game if we were going to lose to say, okay, mano y mano, Madrid were just better than us. And I don't really know that I can say that. I don't really know that I can say that. I mean, the two of their three goals weren't goals that came from them being better than us. They came from mistakes, and that's just the truth. You know what I mean? They came from mistakes, and that's hard to swallow. But we'll log off now. I know you're getting a little restless. Anything else you want to add?
Um, about Carius. I don't think he's done. I think he was enough, and I just think that he didn't show it this game. But that's one of the reasons why we need a new goalkeeper.
But you think Klopp will stick with him as a backup at least?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least a backup. I feel like.
Yeah, and I mean, as much as we say that was a mess up, it's a big game to have that mess up. Good night, man. So we're done.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, man. This is the second time I had to console my man 3-1 with Sevilla. Looked like Karius was caught. Yeah. So anyway, see you guys another time.